All right. And we are live. I'm not sure who's out there, who's getting the signal, but it's the Masculine Geek Rogue Saturday night, Sunday morning broadcast.
That's right.
Because we can. And Rob, you want to show your depth charge size drink that you have? Shit has its own. That shit has its own undertow.
It is big enough. It has its own gravitational pull.
Jesus Christ, that's too fun.
Yeah, I got dust particles and shit orbiting it right now. So that's how big this thing is.
You got your orbiters. Yes,
that's right. My cup got its own beta orbiters.
Shit. Before we went live, Rob and I were talking about pussies, but not the female
not
vagina.
Yeah,
yes,
not
we were talking about
variety.
What's up, Juan? We were talking about the feline variety.
Yeah,
the four-legged feline variety. Yeah, cat pussies. So and cat pussy.
Oh shit!
It's late.
It is, but you know what? It's all good. It's like
wait. All right. So we have Syed Faris Akhtar 15211230025. That is a monster fucking username. I love it. It's fantastic.
That almost reminds me, like, is that like a phone number involved in there?
Probably. Probably. What's up,
Nick?
Nick, Juan, and Syed. Thank you for joining us. This is just
Nick's definitely prepping for the end of the world. He's doing his ham radio test. Good for you, Nick.
There you go. TJ is once again incognito. He'll be hopefully joining us. Well, maybe he may join us later. If not, you'll see him on the regularly scheduled broadcast of Wednesday.
Yep.
We have we got some really cool people coming up the end of June and into July.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have coming up? Hang on a second. Let me see what we have coming up next week.
We don't really have a topic today, Saeed. Where this is a rogue broadcast. It was one of those, well, I'm bored. Are you bored? Yeah, I'm bored. But let's go on.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're pretty much just talking about whatever. If you guys have something you want us to talk about, we can do that. No, Juan, it ain't time for bed, man. I was laying in bed fucking around with my new phone when Vince hit me up, and I said, "Yeah, give me 10 minutes so you can stay up."
Yeah, I just got off a video call with the big chested blonde that I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, setting up an end of July, the 23rd through the 26th. She's coming out.
Okay.
So that'll be fun.
Nick, why do you got to get a CB? Because I'll tell you, I had one when I was younger, and yeah, they're fun to fuck around with, but you don't need any kind of permit or anything to own one of them, and
not a CB,
no, and the range on them really isn't all that much. So to me, it's like work on the ham thing over a CB. CBs are that's chaotic radio right there. Amos, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, Amos?
Oh, I don't know, Amos, till we get tired and get bored or whatever. Thanks, Cameron. I decided to change it up. I'm going to be in the space shuttle Tiberius tonight. So that's what I'm in right now.
Yeah, that's right. You're on the SSS Rob says.
No, I told you I'm on the space shuttle Tiberius.
Tiberius. Is that an actual thing, or did you just make that shit up?
Well, Tiberius was
Captain Kirk's name.
Well, yes, but Tiberius is also the guy that, goddamn, he was one of the Roman Caesar type of dudes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So, it just reminds me of the last fiction book that I read a little while back, which was called Under Tiberius.
Gotcha.
Chaotic radio makes great background noise. Oh, Jesus. No, well, I guess it depends on, out here in Utah, no, it doesn't. You're hearing truckers talk shit, and you're hearing like teenagers talking shit to each other, and it's like whoop-de-doo. If you're gonna, if you're wanting to hear background noise, turn on your scanner, your ham radio, and listen to cell phones and listen to house phones. That's far more interesting. So do that instead. Listening to the local police dealing with a drunk guy waving a gun around. Nice. Did they shoot him? Did they say? I don't know what the 10 code is where you're at, Nick, but here it's 1033 if I recall right, which is shots fired. Officer needs assistance. And when that signal goes out over the airwaves, everybody shows up.
Indeed. Now we have an open schedule for next week. I may reach out to a few people. Yeah.
Bull Rush, what up, buddy?
Hey, Bull Rush. That's right. You got the notification. This is just a random bullshit session.
We're just fucking around.
We're still. It's 1:06 a.m. here on the Best Coast in New Jersey. But yeah, I'm still wide awake. I didn't really sleep. I mean, I got a decent amount of sleep, but I didn't sleep late today. I was up early. I went out for a motorcycle ride before the thunderstorms rolled in.
Nice.
And then they cleared out, and I was out on the balcony doing some writing for the newsletter. So, and then working on the new Pulp Noir. Have you read that yet? I sent you the link.
Did you?
Yeah, where I gave you an invite link to view it's a read only, of course.
Right.
You should be able to. You should be able.
Is it titled the new book series?
Yes.
Read the beginning here. The app novel.org.
Noveler.org. Yeah, I've got over 1,500 words. You're gonna love it. TJ loves it. He's like, that's fantastic. It's fucking hysterical. So
okay, well, I'll pull it up. I'm not gonna read it this second, obviously.
No.
I'll pull it up and I'll read it when I'm done here.
Yeah, it's about 3 or 4 pages in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's essentially going back to the old pulp noir detective stories of like the late 40s, early 50s. And I got a lot of nods to Doc Savage and a few others and Dashiell Hammett's stories. But it essentially features Rob, TJ, and I in the early 50s as sort of like detectives.
Asshole detectives.
Asshole detectives. Now, the best part about it is I set it up so our business storefront is this old time barbershop and saloon combined, and in the back we've got our detective shop, and in the basement we've got our laboratory and machine shop and all our weapons and tech stuff. Right. And then we've got a long ramp going out the basement into the back alley where we all have Indian motorcycles, obviously. Okay. So it's just that's one of the, and then we also ride around in a convertible. It's just fun to write. It's so much fun. Thanks, Bacon. It's just so much fun to write. So have a good night, Juan. So it's all right.
Take care, Juan. Be safe.
Exactly. So it's basically, and you and TJ and I were all in World War II. We were buddies in World War II, and we came out and we sort of followed the Doc Savage story. So if you want to know about that, go read some Doc Savage, and then. I can tell you about it later, but we decided to stick together and form this sort of detective agency. And it's just so much fun to write. It's cool. Asshole detectives. That's right. It's a division of asshole consulting.
No, it's if anything, asshole consulting is under our umbrella. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's under our umbrella.
And don't worry, I will. You'll catch Aaron in it soon. Don't worry. And there's going to be dirty communists, dead broads.
Oh God! So it's pretty much kind of like real life then. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically dead broads, communists, all kinds of good fun.
I'm not set up for Punch Riot yet, Chest. So I have not read your wholesome story.
I just. Because I've contributed, I've got the complimentary issues, and I also signed up as a Patreon. So I have so much on my plate, but I will get to it. Don't worry, Chest. Meow. Oh, it's adorable.
Are there hookers in the saloon area? Of course, Bull Rush.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? Don't worry. This is a straight up masculine pulp story, so there's going to be you're going to like it. You're going to like it.
No, there's going to be hookers and blow.
Of course.
It's not. This isn't cancel culture writing here, so no. You're good.
Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. I'll see about maybe after the first chapter, releasing it. I'll talk to Nick, maybe releasing it on Punchright just as like a preview.
Yeah. Nice.
Or, you know what? Just as a motivator and to keep myself accountable, maybe I'll just release it on Punchright to start, like every month, have a chapter. This way it forces me to focus on it and get it through and done. Because I'm thinking about printed pages, maybe about 125. So maybe roughly like 30 or 40,000 words. You know, a long novella size.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Might not be bad. But having it under the Masculine Geek imprint eventually, but giving it out as a preview through Punchright, we'll see.
Sure.
I'm having fun writing it.
Well, good. Good.
Yep.
That's a good deal. Trying to think what's been going on in my neck of the woods other than
what have you been up to?
with that. Well, like I said, dicking around with that new phone where that came in today. And kids, technology is great compared to like a decade ago. I was telling Vince this before we went live. When I used to have to upgrade my phone because it would die or, operating systems become outdated and apps become more demanding on the processor and on memory and all that shit, and I'd have to upgrade the phone, it would take me like 2.5 days to go from brand new phone to all my apps and everything set up, all the settings, everything that I wanted the way I wanted it. It did literally take like 2.5 days. And so I hated getting a new phone. Well, the last 2 times, this one most recently today, and then the one before my prior phone that just died, they went relatively quick. As far as most of it today was not having to download apps or anything like that. It just automatically, took them off of the cloud and put them on. But it was going in and putting in the usernames and passwords. That's probably what took the most time. But it was like, I think I did it in under 4 hours. So it's like, yeah. It's a Motorola One is what it's called.
Cool.
Yep. But this is the phone. So I spent $250 on it, which I'm not happy about that, but
yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, but I could have gone a little bit cheaper, but then I would have sacrificed some things that I do want. And I could have gone a lot higher, obviously. I mean, your flagship phones are running anywhere from like $700 up to $1,000. And I'm like, fuck you. I ain't paying that much for a fucking phone. It's like, no, it's still more phone than it is computer in that sense for me. And so I'm not spending that kind of money. But yeah, it'll be fun. We'll check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully the camera features on it are pretty good for video and for taking pictures and whatnot. That's one of the sell points of this particular model, that it's like, it's got this, it's got cinematic photography, kind of like widescreen, but it's automatically built in. You don't need to do weird apps or anything like that to do it.
That's cool.
So yeah, so that'll be kind of cool.
I just tweeted this shit out.
See if we get some more people in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right, Bull Rush. They do. That's my laptop that I'm on right now with you guys. I had to get a new one a little over a year ago, right before I started doing Masculine Geek with TJ and Vince. And that's because my old laptop was a Windows 7, which it worked fine to record videos, but trying to do like live streams, it would not handle it.
Crapped out.
Yep. It shut down on me more than once. And so I had to obviously upgrade to get something better. But even this one is not a top of the line laptop. It's totally middle of the water, because I didn't spend a whole hell of a lot on that. I think, God, I'm trying to remember. I think I spent like $400 on the laptop.
That's not bad though.
Oh no, compared to my very first laptop that I bought, my very first one, which goes back to Windows XP, that son of a bitch was like $1,200, man.
Mm-hmm.
you know? And so, yeah, the technology gets cheaper except for the fucking phones. Apparently, you know, those go up in price while your laptops and whatnots, your desktops go down.
That's true.
So, you're
Indeed.
running a de-Googled software on your new phone. I'm running what is called an untethered phone. It's not connected to any one provider as far as your phone service. A lot of them, you know, you can get Verizon or whatever, but then it comes with the bloatware from that particular carrier. This one's one that I just slapped my SIM card in and turned it on, and it immediately booted up and started working. And so, in that sense, I don't know if that's the same thing you're talking about, Cameron. I mean, it's Android, so that's pretty much Google as far as I know. So in that sense, it's probably not de-Googled, but I don't have any of the stupid bloatware from like T-Mobile or Verizon or any of them guys. But I did that with my last phone too, and I'll continue to do that through the future as well. It's like, fuck them, I'm not going to get under contract with somebody, and then now I'm stuck with them for 2 years or whatever to have a fucking phone. So, and that's part of why I also know that I paid more for this phone too, being that it's untethered. If I had bought the same phone through like T-Mobile, I would have paid about $100 less, but then I would have been on a contract with them too. So yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yep.
Oh shit.
That was really nice considering because that the first time I bought the unlocked phone, I wasn't sure how that was going to work, and so I actually took it into T-Mobile, my carrier, and they didn't touch it other than give me a new SIM card because I guess it had a micro SIM card. It's a smaller card than I guess the prior cards were. And my older phone had a bigger SIM card, so I had to get a new SIM card. But beyond that, they're like, yeah, just put it in and then you can like activate it via the website, which I actually didn't. I was just like, slapped it in and turned it on and it started working. It's like, fuck, here we go. And this one, I didn't even bother going in to talk to him. It's like, well, if this SIM card doesn't work, then I'll have to. But otherwise, you know, but it did. It worked. So
cool.
Yep.
Just the price tag was a bit annoying.
Yeah, that's it, really. I mean, I'm sure I'll end up enjoying this phone, but it's just my wallet's bitching at me because that was an expense I didn't want to spend money on.
Right.
Yeah, but at least I know I'm good for another couple years now because I think I got that first one that had the internal battery, which they've all pretty much gone that way too. The fucking manufacturers, they don't let you yank the battery anymore. You're either buying a new phone, or as Bull Rush would say, you got to find some Indians around the area that, hello, I will go ahead and take care of that for you.
Hello, if you can understand, yeah,
right.
That's why you guys remember the BlackBerry. That's one of the reasons. Two reasons why I like the BlackBerry. Number one, you could swap out the battery.
Yeah.
Number two, you had a fucking keypad. This fucking phone, when I fat finger, it's so. And then the iPhone just says, "Oh, well, you kind of meant this, so we're gonna put this word in instead." And you're like, "I didn't fucking write that. I didn't press that. What the fuck?" So that's two things about the iPhone. Well, there's many things about the iPhone, but I don't pay for my phone, so I can't complain too much.
Well, no, and you know, hell yeah. If my employer would pay for my phone, I would be like, hey, whatever you want to give me, that's
well, that's it. I just you know, just like whatever.
Yep. That's right.
Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's right, Bull Rush. That's how I like my women. Oh shit. If anyone wants to join, we'll get a few people in here. Just let me know and I'll shoot you the link. If you do not follow Masculine Geek on Twitter, do so and send me a DM. Anyone else wants to join, throw a holler in the chat and I'll send you the link. Crickets.
Give them a minute.
I know. Let you process that. Come on one of the best shows on the internet. One of. There are others that are out there that are pretty good.
Oh yeah, there's some good ones.
Some good one. Not you, Nick. Everyone but Nick. Sorry, no Nick. I'm messing with you, Nick. Nick, go follow Masculine Geek 1 at Masculine Geek 1, the number 1 on Twitter. Send me a DM. Bacon, I'm not sure. This is a random. I mean, at least an hour. I mean, we don't want to just like tease you guys with a couple minutes. It's just,
No, we're not a bunch of cock teasers.
No, that would be Aaron Clary. But we'll be on for at least an hour, maybe a little longer. I'm still fairly wide awake, so
Same
and
here.
it's 1:21 a.m. on the East Coast. I don't have too much planned tomorrow. Nothing I can't change. I'll sleep in a little late. Break my intermittent fast with some bacon and eggs, some coffee, and then head out on the motorcycle, depending upon the weather. And we'll see. Go on some adventures. And then we've got the girl coming over in the evening as usual.
Nice.
Let me in, Masculine Geek. All right, Bull Rush. You're a good lad.
Well, you're stretching that there. I don't know about how good he is, but yeah, he's been on the show before, so we can have him on, I guess.
Let's see. Message requests. Does this count as a DM? Yes. Should I delete this? No, I'll let Nick in. Accept. All right, let's bring Nick in, and let's get Bull Rush in here. And Bull Rush. Come on in, you two fuckers, you magnificent bastards. Link invites sent. All right, Rob's going to go to drain the lizard, so you're stuck with me for the moment. It was a pretty good day. I slept until about 10 or so.
Oh, wow. You slept in way later than I did.
Dude, I'll tell you, sometimes it'd be like, I won't even set an alarm, and I'll wake up at like 1 o'clock. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell just happened? I just wasted my fucking day.
No shit. No, God, I was up by like 7:30.
All right, Bull Rush, we're getting some feedback. Put on your earphones or some shit.
Earphones, not ear muff.
You may have us open on another tab.
No, I had to, whatever that was.
Yeah, I don't know what you're pointing at.
I'm pointing at a tab.
Okay. It's over here.
It's over here.
It's here, you fuck. God damn it.
Bastard.
You son of a bitch.
I had to mute the
Did you mute Rob?
Yeah. Always, first thing I do, I go and hit click
mute. We're gonna make a mute Rob button.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you did to Aaron that one day.
Oh yeah, I kept muting when
and he's all like,
when he was going off. Oh, if he was up, we'd invite him, but he's probably like massaging his wife's feet.
He fapped himself to sleep, dude.
He's probably long fap.
That or he's getting pegged.
Hey, Nick.
All right, what's up, guys?
All right, I know of you, but I haven't met you, so it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. I mean, I've talked to Rob a few times when he was on Bacon's show, but I haven't. I met TJ at the meetup, but I haven't met you yet, Vince. So nice to finally meet you.
You as well. Pleasure to have you on. What meetup did you meet TJ at?
The one where Cappy came to Washington.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Back in November, I think.
The Cappy came to Washington when he was doing his nationwide tour.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
Oh shit.
But
too funny. You look
well, much better sound quality coming out of you, Nick, and same with the video quality too. This is why I'm not a huge fan of Instagram.
Look what I got.
Is that a tarp?
No, it's a green screen.
Oh, it's a green screen. It showed up. Nice.
What is this green screen you speak of?
You can show different backgrounds on it.
Yeah, he can do like I'm doing.
What are you going to hang it on? You just going to put it over your head?
No, I'm hanging on the concubine's titties.
Okay. They're that big. I like it. There you go. Do you have like one of the green screen hangers or no?
It's coming in Monday.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Concubine's titties.
There you go.
I
Then
like
he
it.
can do like I'm doing right now and start changing shit up.
There you
Another
go.
brick in the wall.
That's right. Sweet. So Nick, where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Bacon's neck of the woods. He lives in like Western Washington, like really close to Seattle.
All right.
What I didn't realize until I met him in person last year is I grew up literally the town right next to the one he is.
Oh.
Like, I don't want to dodge him, but basically think of the town you guys live in and imagine the next town over. That's how close we were.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And it was funny because the first time we met in like Seattle proper, there was this one burger place my mom used to take me to. It was really good. And he had to commute over there. I was like, oh yeah, I'm from this place. And he mentioned, oh, I'm from the next town over. I'm like, wait, what? Why the fuck did we have to, spend all this time coming out here to a place we both hate anyway?
Yeah, right. Shit.
But
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've since moved to Pullman, which is Eastern Washington. Like if I drive 20 minutes, I'm in Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Gotcha.
So I go to Washington State University, so I'm hanging out in a college town, and it's a lot better.
No, I'm sure. What's the current climate out there with protests / riots?
Eastern Washington's actually pretty quiet. Like about a week ago, I remember it was a few days after I got this. This is the radio I've been learning because I'm studying for ham radio license. But you know how you need a license to transmit, but you can listen all you want.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So about a week ago today, I was just like listening in while I was doing some homework. And apparently there was a Black Lives Matter protest in downtown Pullman because like the local police frequencies aren't encrypted, so I can listen to them. And I kept hearing it's like, oh yeah, we're moving along. They're passing Grand and all these other street names that I knew. And it seemed like it actually was peaceful, like nobody was causing trouble. But I was like, wait, what's going on? And then I looked up like Black Lives Matter protests in Pullman, Washington. And sure enough, yeah, there was apparently a protest. But other than that, and like Whitman County's in phase 3, so for the most part, it is just business as usual out here.
Okay. Yeah, same here in New Jersey.
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, can't say the same for the West Side.
No, it's a complete clusterfuck.
Dude, yeah, funny enough, like I was on the West Side for a while, just because my parents like it when I visit them, and I had a few weeks after my spring classes ended, but before my summer classes started. So they're just like, come back here because it's closed anyway. And I eventually said, all right, that's going to come back here. The night I came back here, like my family came back here, that was the night shit went down and all those cities had protests at once. My stepdad is a Seattle police officer. So the only reason he wasn't called in was because he was driving me back here.
Oh, he lucked out then.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Only for that one night. So while all the other cops were getting called in, he was just watching all the shit go down on my TV.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
So is that a Baofeng UV5R you got there, Nick?
5R plus.
Oh, a 5R plus.
I spent like an extra
fancy.
$2, and I just like the way it looks. But
all right, Bacon. No problem. We'll be
Hopefully
here.
we'll see you in a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Dirty whore.
But
I don't think Bacon's ever been on our show.
No, I don't think he has either.
No, this will be a first. We'll have to close up shop before he gets home.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he's been on Red Evening for a minute. 'Cause that's where I was talking to him one night for a bit before I went on with him and Nick and a few others.
Yeah.
He had come on Red Evening. I remember that. And I know he's been on Doc Perodin's show a couple of times too. So
Gotcha. No, we'll wait for him.
I don't know, man. You might catch some of his like recording issues. Heck, you should have invited me on. You might catch my internet issues. Rob was I'm talking about.
Well,
Whenever
Vince
I'm
has
on
the
Bacon
same
Show-
kind of problems. If
I'll drop out at least once during
Yeah.
a broadcast. But if you have like a shit ton of issues, I'll drop your ass real fast.
All right,
Like, dump, gone.
that's what you should do.
Exactly.
funny
Can't have
enough,
that. Can't have that shit.
Bacon kept telling me like, get a new fucking router. One, I did that a few months ago, and two, it's like the only time I have any problems with like the internet connection is
When you're on with
I'm
him.
his show. Yeah, like when
It's
I was
his
on.
fault, basically.
that's what I'm thinking, that or it's Instagram.
He just doesn't want to admit it.
Right.
But
He's
yeah, I was
wait,
on-
he broadcasts on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Bacon? Stop that.
Right?
Yeah.
Get the fuck off of Instagram.
Oh shit, get on YouTube.
God damn.
he didn't do that because he got kicked off the first time. I created him the backup account, and I think that's what eventually.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was gone for. Remember, he was gone for the longest time off of social media, off of Twitter.
It was
It
because
was like a couple months.
yeah. Remember, because a lot of times your Google account is connected to like your phone number,
Yeah.
or, something really hard. So I'm like, okay, I'll create it from my account because my stuff isn't blacklisted, and I'll just give him the keys to that account. But even after I did that, this account wasn't active until like a few months after I created it. So I was like, Bacon, what the fuck is the point of me creating this for you if you're just gonna fucking mothball it?
Seriously.
It took me a good minute and a half of work, dude.
Jesus.
Bacon's our redheaded stepchild. That's all I can say.
That's right.
That's cool. I'm getting used to being blamed for everything. Okay, good.
Mhm.
So we're all on the same page.
Shit.
Probably Cameron, because that's how he rolls.
He's our whipping boy.
It is Bacon driving and typing.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, like I said, it's how he rolls, I'm sure.
Bull Rush, what about you? Like, roughly what part of the world are you in, and what are things like there?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. What?
I'm probably about 30 minutes north of Houston, and there ain't shit going on. Nothing.
That's got to be nice.
That's good.
Well, it's because no one fucks around and finds out around here. That's why.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Everyone's packing.
Well, and everyone, it's the wish factor. It's not, gee, I hope something doesn't happen. It's more, I wish a
Oh,
motherfucker
I wish it
would.
would happen.
Oh yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
a motherfucker would try that shit here.
Seriously. It's come to that point where like you hope somebody just like mouths off to you.
Because I don't know about y'all, man. Right here. Right here.
There you go.
That's my
Dude,
baby.
here's the thing. It's like there's a lack. There's a lack of police presence in Chaz over in Seattle, and I kind of have some insider info because my stepdad's a police officer there. But pretty much, and I think it's public now. But he's like, pretty much, they're not responding to calls. They were ordered not to respond to calls unless there's like an active shooter, which it looks like there was this morning.
Yeah, apparently.
Some
Yeah.
other thing that I can't remember. But I'm like, that means like people like Bacon, they could just go in there and pretty much do anything else except shoot people. And if people are like, hey man, you can't do that, you could just say, well, what the hell are you gonna do? Call the police?
Exactly. And this is what you wanted. You're autonomous, man. Where it's going to be, it's going to turn into, if it hasn't already, which it sounds like it kind of has with the shooting, it's turning into the rule of kind of like natural law. It's the survival of the strong now.
Yep.
And it's just a matter of time before someone moves in there with a real agenda and takes the campers and the skateboarders and the joggers for a run. So
They're pretty much
Yeah.
asking for it because the mayor or the police chief, or I think both of them, have pretty much said, yeah, we have no plans to take it back anytime soon.
Bro, Rob, me and you can go up there and take it over. We'll split it, like a north and south kind of
North Chaz and South Chaz.
kind
There
of like Egypt. Yeah, like Egypt. You could be the northern pharaoh, and I could be the southern pharaoh, and then all we need is like some fucking sporks or something, take it over.
The fucking chariot races and shit.
Oh,
anything
bring
goes
back
wrong-
the golden age of Rome.
if anything goes wrong, we can just blame bacon for it. You know.
There you go. He could be
Speaking of which, it looks like he's got a new machete coming in the mail.
Nice.
nice.
He must have got.
nice.
He must have got upset because you saw mine the other day.
What?
Yeah,
You
I couldn't have
a
you
bigger
showing him up.
machete than
Oh,
me?
it's that fucking axe that did it for me though. It wasn't the machete, which it's a nice machete you have. I'm not gonna say it isn't.
I've got
but
one of those in the corner
that
too. Nice
fucking
big axe.
It was like, oh my god, that axe.
It's a tomahawk.
Well, yes, I realized that, but when I
You know,
saw that, it's like, oh, now we're getting back to the barbarian age here. Basically, it's like, yeah, I might have to pick one of those up.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you know, actually, not for nothing.
Not for nothing.
Not
Fundamentally,
Hope so.
At the beginning of this last, well, we're still in the war, but the Afghanistan war and stuff, we were allowed to have like all the military infantrymen were allowed to carry a tomahawk because there were companies and platoons that started carrying them.
mm-hmm. That's
Because
cool.
Nice.
And I think,
Cameron, we don't need quickcrete, buddy. We don't need that. We'll just throw up some cyclone wire and fencing, and put the border. Puts guys with guns around the border. That's all. That's
yeah,
all.
these people ain't smart, man. I mean, they're not.
And they're fairly weak, so it's
I mean, yeah. I mean, you saw that video of them trying to.
that's fucking hysterical.
It's like they have no
There's no upper
understanding
body
of
strength
pulleys,
whatsoever.
no upper body strength, no understanding of pulleys and levers, basic, simple compound machines.
What are these machines you speak of?
I don't
Pretty
know.
much.
That's what we use slaves for, which they will be. They'll be our slaves. So
Yeah. Oh shit.
we'll have to. Put them through a
Speaking of
program.
that, did you guys get a chance to read TJ's submission to Terror House magazine?
The last one?
Yeah, the most recent one, the
Yeah.
Warlord of Chaz or whatever it was
That's
called.
pretty funny.
Oh
That's
fuck,
good.
it's hysterical.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a good read.
Yeah, you guys, you need to look that up. You need to check that one out because it's about Chaz. It's about that whole area.
It's like 1,000 or 2,000 words.
Yeah,
a
it's
quick
short.
read.
Yeah,
But it's good.
5 minutes or less. It's quick.
And you could see that actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what made me laugh. Is I'm almost like, do you have inside information, TJ? And you're making a fictional story out of something that's not actually fiction.
what was the name of the website?
Terrorhouse.com, I think, or .org.
it's well, just type in Terror House magazine in your favorite search
Yeah.
engine and you'll get it.
There we go.
Pardon
I
me.
got it. I'm doing Atham's job and looking shit up.
Look that shit up there,
Right.
Nick.
Yeah. Rob, you remember the last time you were on, we came up with a thing for me? We had Atham look it up, and now it's Nick remember that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was like the only one who would just remember random shit.
Well,
Well,
you're a
you
young
know.
guy. You got a young mind.
Yeah, it's still pliable.
Right, pliable and not as filled with dead brain cells from alcohol poisoning.
We're all,
like us
we're all
fuckers.
old fucks over here.
among other things.
Well, I'm gonna.
Hey, speaking of Atham, he's in the chat now too.
Yo, Atham, you want to come on? Or are you studying or doing some caving shit or
Studying in the cave
studying in the cave?
I
As
mean,
long as you're not touching yourself.
while studying in the cave.
Yes, all three at once. He's multitasking.
Caving, studying, and touching.
Atham, I'll send you a link.
It's too late for Ice to be running after him. I know that.
All right. They're all asleep.
What is this?
God, it's bedtime.
Dizzy.
He's busy at the moment.
I gotta
Yeah.
go through all my messages here and
I
find Atham.
someone's got to make the tamales, huh?
The
Well,
burritos.
I'm a happy guy. I've had both my rooftop Mexicans show up in the chat tonight. One was on for a minute. Now Atham's here. So life is good. Got my high yellow guy coming back from Murder Hornet City. So,
There
got all we need is a token Asian to come on and be a part of the chat.
Token Asian.
Well, yeah, because then we got diversity.
There
We
you
have
go.
all the representation going on at that point. No one can
fuck is
accuse
that
us
then?
of being racist then.
I've banged an Asian. Does that count?
Absolutely, it does.
Okay, good enough. There we go.
Absolutely.
So we got it all covered. We're good.
Nice. I enjoy being part of the team.
As well you should. There's nothing
Yeah.
finer than being part of the Masculine Geek team.
Yeah, I'm bringing some diversity because, as we all know, it's our greatest strength.
Right.
My diversity comes in 6.5 Grindel, so
There we go.
I have diversity of rounds.
You're busy at the moment. We could. Well, if John is watching,
Oh no shit.
let's see if
See if that homo's up.
that fucking bastard
And
is there.
the Tempest, that Claymore shield's in the wrong goddamn place. You need to have that shit in your main room as people enter the front door. They see that shit, so they know you're not fucking around. You know, I mean, I don't know, either that or above your bed, like I have my spear.
There you go.
See, I guess I'm of the opposite mind there, Bull Rush. I like to keep my shit kind of low key and hidden because I want the motherfuckers to come in. It's like,
But-
come on in, you fuck around and find out.
That's the
That's
least.
right.
I mean,
They
that's
don't
the least
realize
you
the
can have.
mistake until it's too late.
That's appetizers. They don't see what I really got inside the room.
That's just to lure them in.
Well,
Yeah.
see, that's how I look at it. It's like, no, you know, they'll think, oh, he's you know, sympathetic to the cause, or he's weak, he's soft, and it's like, yeah, just wait, come on in, come a little further, come in a little closer, and then spring everything on them, and they'll just be like, oh fuck.
Rob, I've been to your house. So I don't think anyone's fucking walk in there and think that you're fucking weak.
Well, no, but I'm not advertising either.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, that's the thing. I try to keep a low profile in that sense. That
You
it's
even
like,
you even hid the handcuffs pretty good. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah.
He didn't want to scare you.
Oh shit!
What the fuck did I walk into?
Shit.
Damn right, Cameron, I'll tell you. And if I wasn't worried about burning the whole fucking building down, I probably would use Dragon's Breath in that son of a bitch, too. He could take it.
There you go.
So,
Dude, I'm still trying to get a hold of those rounds. I can't find them.
yeah, they're hard to come by.
I just want to pop a couple off, man. I just want to see what they can do.
Yeah, right.
I'll
Just buy a flamethrower. You're fine.
Those are illegal. You can't do that.
Yeah, okay.
Are you
Are
gonna
they?
call the police?
They're
No shit.
they're against the Geneva Convention. You can't use.
Fuck the
flamethrower.
Geneva Convention.
Yeah,
What?
Is there any nation that hasn't violated at least one of them?
Nobody cares about the Geneva Convention.
It's Switzerland. What the fuck are they going to do? What they don't say is potato guns, though. I'm going to tell you.
Nick was talking about those, and then so were you. I thought that was funny.
Bro, I love me some potato
Fucking
guns.
potato gun blasted upside the head with a potato.
I saw
Right
a
in the
guy-
fucking eye.
There was a guy that we knew that my dad knew. He made a potato gun. It was a gas operated potato gun, and he had a HEI ignition as part of the as a fire control switch.
Jesus Christ.
And what he would do, he would spray propane gas into the chamber and seal it off. And then all he'd have to do is push that HEI ignition after he front loaded the potato. And this is a full size fucking Idaho potato, dude. Thing the size of my goddamn fist. And he was in that motherfucker in there. Bro, I'm gonna tell you, he shot that motherfucker about good 400 or 500 yards.
God damn. You'd be taken out with a fucking potato. It's the perfect crime.
It's unbelievable.
Imagine that on your tombstone.
Right? Potato death.
Ended
by
rightly
taters.
by the mighty potato gun.
Brain
Jesus.
by tater.
Or no, like the, you know how they make statues of like war heroes?
Yeah.
Like the modern one is someone with a potato gun. Like a famous general who won the war with the potato gun.
General
Too
Tater.
funny.
A
Oh my god, that's
a
great.
Tater Platoon 10.
That's fantastic. Oh shit! What beer are you drinking, Bull Rush?
It was a new one. It was an amber and it's an amber and citrus.
Oh, okay,
And it's gone. I got a refill.
nice.
So I'm gonna switch. I got like I went to the store and they have this thing at the store I went to where you can go and kind of like make your own 6-pack.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
So like you can go and they have singles. Like if you don't want 6 of one thing, you can go around and just like pick out which ones you want.
Yeah, that's always cool. Yeah.
So I'm on a kind of like a little experimental trip.
Yeah, it's nice to go and just you create your own and try like one of each different thing that you were like thinking about and weren't sure.
Especially here in Texas, because we have a lot of microbreweries. So, and I mean, like the microbrewery section, like literally outnumbers as far as area size the conventional Miller and Bud Light and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a huge thing.
Cool. Rob's got his pussy.
Yep.
Must
Dude,
be
that
12
would be
o'clock.
so fun to fucking hit motherfuckers with a potato gun. That's right up there with rock.
It would be. We have to do a Masculine Geek potato run adventure.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
I don't
yours.
like the guy that had that potato gun I was telling you about. I wouldn't want to be hit by that thing because it would probably
fucking kill you.
It would kill him because he I didn't see it, but he said he's put potatoes like Idaho potatoes through windshields before. I didn't see it, but I think
It just strikes me as fucking hysterical. Just like
Dude, imagine like
blasted upside the head by a potato.
dude, like you wouldn't feel it, dude. You'd just be like,
Chaz militia with potato.
Hit with a fucking rock is basically what it's really like.
No shit. Depending on how fast that projectile's coming at you. No shit.
well,
Can you imagine that as an emblem, like on your fucking shirt? It's got the goddamn potato being launched. You know, what are you? We're the 353rd division.
It's got the icons.
We're the Idaho.
What
division.
happens if the protests reach Idaho?
There you go.
That's what the resistance is gonna look like.
It's a potato with arms and legs and fucking eyes. Yeah, it's an icon.
It's Mr. Potato Head with a machine
Pretty much.
gun.
Pretty much.
Or no, the potato heads. That's the title of. That's the name of the brigade.
Potato.
That's right. We're the
It's like, call them the
353rd
potato
potato head.
heads. Here, call them the potato heads.
That's right.
call Mr. Potato. The logo could be Mr. Potato with machete.
There
Right.
you go.
That'd be awesome.
That's too funny.
But yeah, that guy that who brought it was because his potato gun was made all out of PVC pipe. The barrel on it was about 6 feet long.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So
You
it
got some
was a
good
rail
distance.
gun.
You get some good distance on that fucker.
Dude, those potatoes he shot, they're full size potatoes, and he was shooting them 400 or 500 yards. I mean, it was clear. It cleared.
I don't know why
It
this
was
cracks me up.
artillery, is what it was.
It was, yeah.
I don't know why this is cracking me up as much as it is.
He stood at one end of a strip mall, and it shot. The only thing that stopped it from flying over and hitting the IHOP like 500 yards away
The fucking IHOP.
was a line of fucking pine trees.
So potato pies.
So we got the potato heads for the artillery. Well,
And then all their attacks are
well,
different
you
types
got to
of
figure
potato foods.
you've seen
like the
you've seen the
mashed.
pumpkin chuckers too, haven't you?
Fucking IHOP.
Yeah, the mashed. There's the baked. There's what other potato foods are there?
Scalloped potatoes.
The au gratins.
All gratins.
Special
Don't
forces.
forget the French
Oh
fries.
fuck! Took
Yeah,
out the
French
IHOP
fries
side
are
with a
fine.
potato.
The International House of Potatoes. And that's
Oh
their
Jesus!
So the fucking one-legged waitresses be fucked up over there, man.
Seriously, Jesus Christ! They're the worst waitresses to IHOP. Fuck.
Well, after you get your first volley from the potato heads, you have the pumpkin chuckers throwing pumpkins next. You know, the catapult.
Oh,
Ah.
that's awesome.
Yep, the trebuchets with the pumpkins. Yeah.
We could
right.
defeat them with. Talk about a vegan war. That was
Yeah,
No
right.
shit.
Jesus.
Hey, are you
A
guys
literal
growing your
vegan
own
war.
food? Here's some fucking food for you. Yeah.
You need food? There you ran out of food on day 2? Here you fucking go.
Mhm.
The pumpkin pie. Dude. I love pumpkin pie.
No, we're not going to waste the pie.
Don't waste the pie.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think
The sweet, and then they have the sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Those are like the women that they send in. Like, you know how there were those girls that seduced the Nazis and killed them? That
yeah.
would be the same thing. We call them the sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. And you know what? The thing is about sweet potatoes, they got that fucking point on them at the end.
Mm.
Those are because they're kind of oblong, egg, and they come to a point at the end. And
Kind of like a football in a way.
yeah, that'd be terrible to get hit with, man.
Oh yeah, that's a mortar round right there coming at you.
Yeah.
No shit.
And then like you could, and what I was thinking, like you could hole them out in the center and put some fucking tannerite in the center of them.
That'd be like the.
Just shake a little tannerite down in there, so once they impact, they explode. Yeah, baby.
Or just like sharpen them so you have the potato equivalent of like armor-piercing rounds.
Oh,
what I would do, I would hollow them out like a sweet potato or Idaho one, and I would put some little fucking roofing nails in there and some tannerite. So that way you would have like the tannerite.
You would actually have an improvised explosive device. It would be an IED for sure.
It would be an explosive warhead on impact.
No shit.
Look at Bacon's suggestions.
He's got some great names for the different divisions here.
Yeah. The 392nd Twice Bake, the 527th Ruffled Ridges, and then the 468th Lotka's Foreign Legion.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, awesome shit, man.
Cameron's getting a little scared. It's all right.
No, he ain't getting scared. That boy's getting excited.
He's got a half mask going.
Yeah, he's like, he's taking notes. He's like, I didn't think about tannerite and roofing nails.
I gotta
remember that. Just lie back and let it happen.
Yeah, we could take Chaz back in a day. Just bring a whole bunch of pumpkins and some potatoes, and bring in that artillery.
Well,
use the potatoes as a Trojan horse. It's like, hey, we're from Idaho. We just wanted to bring a bunch of potatoes to you guys in Chaz. We really support what you're doing. Oh yeah, come on in. Psych.
Send the sweet potatoes in first.
But I have them case the joint for a little while. Take out some of the superiors if they're even are.
The problem with those people over there is that they're not committed. Okay. On a half-assed whim, I'm more committed, and we're all more committed than they are. And so that's why we win, because I'm prepared to hole out a potato and put tannerite and roofing nails in it. Just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles to see what would happen. They can't even lift up a big black fist. You know, with all the Viagra in the world, they couldn't do it.
And dude, the only reason it's gone on this long,
the
only reason it's gone on this long is because the mayor, and to a lesser extent the police chief, have both said, "Yeah, all right, fine, we're not going to do anything about it." If they did do anything about it, they wouldn't last a day.
Now, hang on. Here's one thing that I've thought of, because I've thought about this a lot with the mayor or whoever and the police chief, and they've all said, "Oh, we'll stand down. We're not going to do shit." And maybe this is where I'm from, the difference between Seattle and Salt Lake. Because if the mayor and the chief of police here said, "Oh, yep, stand down, guys," what that tells me and my neighbors is no one's coming to help you. So one, why am I paying taxes? And number two, that's a green light to do whatever is necessary to take back my city. And so, they're not going to do anything? Okay, that is the green light to do whatever. You'd be hearing yeet going on in the background. The hook guys would be coming out of the woods. And that's what the Chaz guys would be hearing right before the incoming rounds started going off. They'd hear this. Yeet.
That's the last thing anyone remembers.
Yep, pretty much. It would be straight on.
Or it's like how, in Friday the 13th, you hear that weird whispering before Jason attacks. It would be the yeet before you.
I'd get my thermal lance out and free some money.
Joseph, what's up, man?
So,
hey, miss. All right.
Going?
Good, you?
12:50 in the morning. It's all good.
1:55 here.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's the nightlife.
We're going to get to the witching hour for sure with Vince, which is 3 a.m.
You know, this reminded me of the New Year's Eve thing.
That motherfucker went on for almost 7 hours.
Bro, I fucked my girlfriend, came back down, y'all were still going. I'm like, what the hell? I still
You
have
probably-
upstairs.
You could have got one more round and come back again.
I did.
Several.
I went back up there.
Yeah, we're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Yeah, that was a good night.
She's like, where'd you go? I said, I went to do a live stream. I came back up here.
Yep. So how's everything with you, Amos? Good.
Going good. Just having a lively discussion about age differences. How it's stupid that men and when people tend to think that if a 20-year-old chick dates a 40-year-old man, you instantly daddy issues.
No.
No. Yeah, I was like, no.
I dated one that was 22 when I was 42. She's 20 years younger than me. I was with her for 4 years. There was no daddy issues. She wasn't damaged or broken. She likes.
I would say
men.
it's the issues in a good way.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Well,
But she didn't have any issues that it's some women, and that's one thing I learned from her was not all the women are broken and damaged no matter what. And the other one is there are women that it's coded into their DNA as far as I'm concerned. And it's only about 20%. It's not a lot, but there are women that they got a thing for older guys and not just a few years older. We're talking 10, 20 years old.
My last LTR I was 16 years older than her.
There you go. So when you're around that and you realize they don't have daddy issues, I mean, some of them do. There's no doubt some do. Otherwise, why would the stereotype exist? But you find all of a sudden, hey, this one doesn't have all those issues. Then all I can figure is they just kind of come that way. And once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. You'll start seeing it with other women. Yeah. You'll know fairly quick. Okay, some women are not. They're like, ew, no, that's icky or whatever. That's gross. And okay, it's nothing personal.
I would even say that if our current society didn't exist with the society norms that we have, I would say that 20% would be much, much higher.
I would agree.
Yeah. I got it
much higher.
And anyone that says that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about as far as older.
Well, yeah, like I brought up different things. I mean, I had to kind of, instead of just saying you're an idiot, I had to kind of argue it a bit different way and be like, well,
yeah, just subtly say you're an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, I had to someone who was also in the chat.
Was it man or woman?
Both.
Oh fuck.
Different people. It was like a group conversation. I have a group of people that I talk to about a lot of different ideas, not just red pill stuff.
I don't argue with women. I just
it wasn't really arguing. It was just discussion. So they pulled up the Leonardo DiCaprio chart. Have you guys seen that? Like how every woman he's dated,
they're all in their mid-20s.
Yeah. None of them are above 25.
Yep.
Well, he dumps them by their mid-20s.
Yeah, that too.
Dumps them by 25, and it was because there was a tweet that said Leonardo DiCaprio and his girlfriend celebrate her 23rd birthday, and then someone retweeted it and said, "Enjoy it for that one last year before he dumps you."
That's
and like yeah. So I was looking at that and I said, well, yeah, how come here he is, like the worst it gets for him is like a joke by Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes and stuff, and that's it. Like everyone kind of jokes, but like no one's really like bothered by this. You can find videos of plenty of women, old and young, all wanting Leonardo DiCaprio.
Of course.
And he just gets away with it. And I said, yeah, but the thing about it this way, there was a time when just about everyone could get away with that. And it's not even getting away. It's just what naturally occurs.
It used to be a social norm, actually.
Yeah.
So the woman in this group was like, well, that's the social norm they're pressured into. I said, yeah, and today we're pressured the other way. You have to be closer in age because we have this egalitarian view that men and women are the same at the same age, when that's not true. Men and women mature differently at different times. I said, and if you look at it too, still, like Hollywood, as much as it tries to be woke as all hell, they still operate. There's still a lot of things behind the scenes that are very red pilled. Sexiest man alive is never below 40.
Nope.
Sexiest women, typically in terms of sex appeal, the roles they get are never above 30. What's that?
They're all pretty much my age, and I'm almost 22.
Yeah, women, you never really see, like, people even were like discussing, what was it, like Anne Hathaway or something, as she approached her late 20s. She was not getting as many roles, and they tried to turn it into sexism. But it was like, well, no, it's just there's female actresses coming up behind her that are way more attractive and have way more marketability.
Yep.
She can
Just
still go
welcome to
do,
life.
and everyone wants to throw in, Jennifer Lopez and Anna, Jennifer Aniston or whatever. And I was like, yeah.
Okay, so you're two outliers.
Yeah. But even they can't compete with someone in their 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also too, a lot of the movies that Jennifer Lopez was in, she produced a bunch of those movies as well.
Yeah,
That
she
makes me
was
think
throwing
now.
money at him.
Yeah, she was a producer, so you kind of can't count her. Because if you're a producer, if you want to be in the movie, you can be in a movie.
Right. And it's just, so yeah, I just threw all that out there, and then they kind of were like, oh, okay. Like, you can't really argue against that. It's just, yeah, there's social norms. Yeah, there's always social norms.
Well,
People
my
also
question
complain
is,
that guys my age are idiots, which we are. But I'm
you
like,
are.
you say guys my age are idiots, you can't date them, and then you say you shouldn't date people in their 40s, like older. Which is it?
Well, here's my take on something too.
Kendall.
Amos, how old was this woman that you were having this discussion with? Do you know?
27.
She was
Mhm.
27. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I honestly was thinking she was going to be older than that. And it's like, yeah, when I was dating the girl that was 20 years younger than me, when I would introduce her to people and point out the fact that this is my girlfriend, the guys all behind their wives' backs were winking and giving me the okay, going, right on, dude. Now, with the wife staring at them, they were looking at me, going, wow, shaking their head like, I can't believe you're doing this.
But
Women were shitting their pants, though, because these were women my age, women a few years younger than me. I had multiple women that initially thought, oh, that's got to be his daughter, which technically she could have been. She was young enough.
Right.
But when they realized, no, that's not my daughter, that's my girlfriend, you could see their heads start twisting and turning because it did not compute.
Here's the thing too about this individual. She was raised by a single father. So she has I've known this person, and just there's a interesting. She's not red pilled, but definitely being raised by a father and all this stuff. More receptive to certain things when we have these group conversations, but still there's always just that little bit of that feminine imperative that's just kind of gets in the way of
Well, yeah, because it's in everything. It's where we breathe it. It's everywhere, so you're never going to get away from it. So
yeah.
See you, Cameron. Have a good one, bud.
it's why I don't discuss things with women.
And the only women you discuss that shit with are women you're fucking.
It's a circular. It's always a circular argument with them, and that's the way it always is.
And it's usually women that I have no interest in anything. Usually, it's just like friends, but not really.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. It always is.
I was actually supposed to have my D&D session tonight, but that got stopped.
That's a fucking tragedy.
Yeah, our DM has personal life stuff he has to deal with, and he just said, I'm suspending the campaign. And then I had another in-person, like, real-life group that disbanded because the DM, it was his first time being a dungeon master, and we started just before COVID, and then we suspended it during COVID. Then right when we were about to get back together, he tells us that it was more than he expected to do, and he just was too stressed about it. I'm thinking,
what? It's a fucking game.
He's fucking telling a story.
Yeah,
well, you did the land. I can't do this.
People are telling me that like I should do it. I should be a dungeon master at some point. But
did he tell you in person?
No, this is over text and stuff. Like a lot of these people that were in this, like I haven't found like a proper group.
I would have nut checked that motherfucker if he said that to me. You're getting for that.
People are telling me that I should be a DM, but like I'm just worried the forever DM, like you never get to be a player again. But then there's that. I don't know.
Now
You
you
may-
can be a player again. I've done both. Started
you
a
may
player,
al-
made a DM, and then went back to being a player. So
Yeah, and you may also find that once you get your feet wet in there and you start DMing, you're like, wait a minute, I like this. I like to control. I like you're creating a world, and not only are you creating a world to your liking, but you're also creating it on the fly as the players give you input.
Right.
So that may be right up your alley. So give it a shot.
If you can't be a dungeon master in a game, how can you be a dungeon master in your life? No, it's
I was
Pretty
about to
much.
say the way you said control and stuff. I was like, are you saying DOMs have to be DMs?
No, but I mean that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why I am. I mean, I'm very big on control in all aspects of my life, and especially
Right.
when I'm dealing with females. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I got all the books and everything now. So
well, then
Ready
that's
to
what
go.
you do it.
Nice.
Do it.
You only need 2 players to start.
have you guys talked about the Dungeons and Diversity?
Why would I ever talk about that?
No, the what's going. No. But like you know, commenting
Yeah,
on
really.
it per se.
The whole Wizards of the Coast bullshit.
Yeah, they're gonna start reprinting books too.
Well, y'all better start buying the
Yeah, I
old
was
ones,
gonna
'cause
say
they're
I
about
gotta
the
buy all
price.
the old copies.
I have all my original first editions, so I'm fine.
They're
I
about to go up in price.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true, but
Like
I'm
they
not.
don't
I'm not
understand-
happy. I haven't been happy with Wizards of the Coast for quite some time now. Obviously, most of the stuff that's coming out of there now is just too much political bullshit. I just don't care. I just absolutely do not care.
Once I learned real quick about the differences between those who are more along the newer type of playing, the whole like, oh, you can play any race, any class, whatever. You could be a gnome barbarian, you could be this or that, and it's like a world where literally nothing makes sense and everything goes.
Yeah.
Instead of a world that's more realistic, more grounded, you know, kind of makes sense. You know, you're not having some human barkeep that just sits there and goes, you know, sees a half giant, a warforged, and a tiefling, and just kind of like, oh, hello, adventurers, everything's good to go. You know,
Yeah.
where's what to do next? And then people getting into all these other characters and such, and
Yeah. I mean, cultural Marxism has descended upon the role playing arena, and I have no time for it.
orcs are racist.
I don't understand. Like, why don't people just say no, shut the fuck up, go away?
I mean, people are playing however they want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, which is
Yeah.
the good thing about the game that's still around.
Yeah, that was the comment that I made on Twitter. It's like you play the game. I mean, you don't have to stop playing. And there's always going back to first edition because somebody was asking about the different editions. For me, 3rd and 3.5, that stupid shit, I had no interest whatsoever. And I
What
wasn't.
happened in those?
And I wasn't playing. Just the way the races and the classes were like overly powered, as like you're making these huge godlike beings. There was a huge disparity between the realism and these super characters that just didn't make sense to me. All the feats and the extras, and you could just spend. And that was an issue with 4th edition, with which they.
I hear most people don't even touch that at all.
One combat round would just take hours.
Right.
And that's fine if you like that, then play that. But you could still work role playing into that, but just you would be advised that you get into a combat, it's going to bog everything down.
Right.
So it just turned into a bit of a card game with all the feats and the powers and everything. And that if you like that, that's fine. Go do that. I just don't give a shit about that. I'm more of a story driven person, which is why I liked when Drew was DMing. That's how I DM as well.
Was he following 5th edition rules and such?
For the most part, yeah, with a few exceptions. But
Okay.
Rollo is going to be DMing for the next campaign with us, so I think he's going to go old school, which I think for him that means 1st or 2nd edition.
I think it's 2nd edition.
And I'm fine with that because I grew up. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons probably before you guys were even born. So
Nah, just before I was born.
well, I don't know. I don't know how old Amos is.
92 was when I was born. So before that,
Yes, I've been playing since 1982.
82. Wow, 10 years.
82. Yeah. So, yep. Let that sink in. Let that percolate. So I've seen all these iterations over the years, and it's one of the things too. Is like you game with what you know. I mean, for me, that was a grand time. There was no internet when I had the red box. Man, my mom drove me to this store called Best. It was a it was a showroom where they had
Was it
one
the
of
best?
every. It was the best. They had one of every item, and you're like, oh, I want to buy this waffle iron. So you'd fill out the card, you take it up to the customer service with this DOS computer. She'd put in the information. It would get sent to the computer in the back warehouse where it would be printed up on a dot matrix printer. We would take that, we'd rip that, because I worked there too. We'd rip off the card, like, oh, okay. We'd go down the aisle, we would retrieve the item, throw it on a conveyor belt. It would get sent up the conveyor belt to this like station where these people were, and they would say your name over a loudspeaker, and you come and get your item. And you
It's like an in-person Amazon.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
roll call.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like
But
roll call.
on an end cap, at best, they had these red box D&D sets, which I had seen commercials. I had seen my friends playing. Like I wanted to play this. So my mom drove my brother and I up. I bought it, money that I had saved, and through that entire fall into the winter, I did nothing but read these books and get my brother and some friends to play. And that's what you did. I mean, that's all you had. Friends in the neighborhood, friends in school, maybe siblings. That was it. If you were lucky, you'd go to a hobby shop and there'd be like a cork board where they'd be advertising, hey, we need a player. Hey, we need a DM. And you'd rip off the number and you'd call somebody and say, hey, I heard you have this classified ad for players. What's the deal? Or in the back of the Dragon magazine, you'd have, or the there's a role-playing game association. You'd have in the back of that magazine, it was the what the hell was it called? Polyhedron. You'd have looking for a player, in this state or whatever. That's what you did. This internet age is amazing to me now, specifically with role playing. The amount of resources that you have, for good or for ill. There's a lot of information coming in. You have to parse through it and take what you want. But you fuckers have it easy. If you want to play, there's ways to play.
I can play the entire game through this.
Exactly.
There's an app to create a character sheet. There's a dice roller app.
Exactly.
And then I have an app that has all the spells. So then I'm just here.
Doesn't that take the fun out of it though, especially with the die?
A little bit.
Not just a little bit. It does. Yeah. There's nothing like rolling dice around a table with your buds.
Yeah.
No, true. I mean, I have I could just take a little bag of dice with me, but I mean, still, if I've hang out with these guys I hang out with, will play poker and whatever, and one time they're like, hey, this guy who's a DM, he's like, we're gonna do a one shot quick. We'll just play a couple hours. Okay, cool. All right, make these types of characters, do these types of things. I'll set it up, and then we play within 20 minutes, and then we just kind of sit there in a circle and play.
Yeah,
that's kind of the nice part about it. You don't have to.
Well, that was the good thing about the old modules, the pre-made adventures that TSR would put out, tactical studies rules, back in the day. In the back, there were these cutouts of pre-generated characters. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So you had that option.
I also got let's see. I mean, it's all 5th edition stuff, but I got this thing, the Essentials Kit. So it has there's a DM screen. There's magical item cards, certain NPC cards. It's mainly for Forgotten Realm stuff, but yeah, figured I'd have that just as a reference if I ever want to do anything with that.
Look at this morose motherfucker right here.
There it goes. Now,
That's a fucking
right
genius.
on fucking
now
time.
Party.
Hey, this is how you know this place is being run like it's being run by Stalin. Trains are on time.
For
Hey,
which I'm
right.
very grateful.
Did it just get dark in here? Is that brother dark?
He's virtue signaling, except at the core.
All right. All
Brother
right.
dark?
So I have Al coming on board too. So somebody's got to dump out. Who's it going to be?
I'll do it.
You're gonna dump out there, Bullrush.
Take one for
I
the
got
team.
work to do.
You take one for the team. All right, go do your work. We'll catch you soon, though.
All right, take it easy.
Nice to see you, Bull Rush.
Man, they got to make
up,
this.
Doc?
So you can have more people.
Check.
That's
Dude, eventually it'll
that's
just
the
become
only
an even bigger
that's
shit
the
show
only
than
thing
it
I
is.
have. The only issue I have with StreamYard.
Well, it's no different than when Hangouts was the thing. You could only have 6 in that one too.
No, 10.
No, you have 10.
10. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But then I saw MLD was doing a Zoom.
He's doing
which
Zoom
is
now.
unlimited, so it's just
Yeah,
people
it's like
just rushing
200.
in.
dude, that's how all my
what's too much.
classes are now. I don't attend live, but you can just look at the recordings and the attendance. I'm like, oh shit.
What's up, boys? How are we all doing?
We're doing well. How
Good.
about yourself? How's your
Fantastic, yeah.
how's your podcast or channel going?
Oh, look, man, things have been pretty hectic. I'm getting ready to go on a big road trip up most of the length of the country, so I'm leaving in a couple of days. I just purchased a little action camera and a shitload of SD cards, so I'm going to be taking some footage of
Nice.
that.
Cool. I saw
Nice.
someone made a comment. I think you were talking about that in our last chat, and someone I had to chuckle because somebody said, "Well, what is that going to take? Like 25 minutes for you to do the whole?" the whole.
It's gonna
I
take me,
remember
like, I'm going to take my time, man. Like, I'm going to drive up to like Wellington, meet up with some friends, and then we're just going to go out on the town for a couple of nights, and then we're going to slowly meander our way up the North Island and go to some cool places. So,
Cool.
yeah, hopefully I can check in with you guys every so often and do this.
Give
But, yeah.
a scene report. Yeah.
I'm seeing a couple of new faces there. Nick, how are you doing?
Doing good, man. Nice to meet you.
Oh yeah, Nick,
Nice to meet
Alec,
you.
Alec, Nick, Amos, Nick, Alec, whatever. You guys know each other. Fuck.
Well, we
So
do now.
Nick, when do
Jesus
you
Christ.
finish high school? man?
Alec, asshole.
Okay, first of all, second of all, in
Here we
another
go.
year or two.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I was going to
He's
say. I feel
graduating
like
top of his
24.
class.
See, I need to take a still of him giving the finger and put it next to Cappy giving the finger.
There you go.
In his
And
random
like
places.
old versus
Just,
new.
just be careful of what you do on these podcasts because Bullrush and other you fuckers will take screenshots and then send them over and make these fucking stupid fucking memes.
I remember
I'm
the
immune
one.
for now, but yeah, I'll probably
true.
have my face on here eventually because I'm on rural internet at the moment. So
Mm.
once I get up north, I might consider doing that.
Rural internet. Is that you got like an antenna outside for internet?
Yeah,
No,
man,
that's
it's
for the
it's not
radio.
we're not even wired. Like we there's these relays over the ranges, the mountains around here, and it comes from like a town that's like an hour and a half drive away to here.
Yes, you have
via
to
these
go out and
mountain
give it a
blocks.
few cranks.
Jeez.
Something like that. But yeah, it's I just took a bunch of video of the area as well, so I'll try and upload that before I go on the trip, just so you guys can see
Cool. We'll tweet
what it's
that out.
like where I've been staying. Yeah,
We'll send it over to 4chan so they can pinpoint where you live.
There you go. You can dox it.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
where
you,
you're
man. There's fucking no one out here. Right? Like no one's coming out here.
Nice.
You're not going to have any Chazzers showing up at your place there, Alec?
Oh fuck no! This neighborhood is very very right leaning.
Good.
It's just a whole lot of country bumpkins out here, basically.
God, I got to say, man, just out of all the goddamn places on the planet, it has to be this one. And I've been talking about the Capitol Hill area ever since I started working out in that area. And now the entire fucking planet actually knows about, Capitol Hill now.
Yeah,
Fucking
right.
amazing.
It's on the
Yeah, dude,
chopping block.
They had protests here, and it was pretty funny.
Everyone knows Minneapolis here too, so
Fair enough.
Well, that's because of
Hey.
Cappy. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he put that on the map first.
By the way,
There's like
guess
a
who's
video
been-
somewhere of him running out there throwing a rock through a target, and
I just wanted some damn shoes.
Okay. I kind of remember that one, but the one I remember is when Cappy, he had that weird facial expression where he was like yelling at someone and people just like,
oh, the one where he has his hand like this, and
no, he was like,
there's another one.
it's just some weird face like that.
See, I can't make a
Ah,
face because if I do,
get
someone's
off
gonna
my
take me.
So it was like,
Make
no, where the hell is it? It was, those were the captions I remember.
Oh, there's quite a few out there.
This is like,
Best kinds of captions.
A friend of mine who like hardly knows Aaron now knows Aaron. He's like, Aaron is now a meme. I'm like, I know. I know.
He's such an angry boomer, isn't he?
Oh my god, it's just, it's part of
Silent
his
Jin
shtick, and
Cappy.
it works.
yeah, there's
He's basically a cartoon character.
Essentially, it'd be kind of cool to make him into a cartoon character.
him and TJ. They're the
Yeah.
they're the two stereotypes of grandpas. Aaron's
really
the one
are.
that's always screaming at everybody, and TJ's the one that won't shut up and just keeps telling stories.
He'll be brief.
Uh-huh.
Can make a
and
gag
by the
book.
way, Bacon, nice to meet you.
Likewise, glad to be on.
Oh shit,
Thank
that's
you.
Yeah,
bacon. I just saw high yellow potato artillery, and I just didn't really think much of it. But it's nice to meet you too, man.
By the way, yes, Bull Rush, it did in fact just get dark in here.
He's not.
He's not here now.
Well, I think he might still be in the chat though. But he's not. He's not on the.
I don't
panel.
think so.
Oh fuck.
Haven't seen him in the chat.
Well, he's busy drinking whiskey.
Whiskey and beer.
Meanwhile, I got my own mix of what is it?
Never mind.
Blanco tequila,
Nice.
margaritas, cut with Rachel's ginger beer, extra
Nice.
ginger.
Oh
Cigar of the night, Alec Bradley's white gold. Rob, I think we talked about this on the show. Have you gotten a chance to look into any Alec Bradley products there?
I have not yet. No.
You're missing out, man. I just did another one. What was it? Filthy Hooligans, and I think Bull Rush. He actually has one of those.
Okay.
I tell you what, damn good, man. Damn good.
Nice.
Better than what the Chaz Stars are smoking tonight, which is probably a fucking vape pen that's going to give them popcorn lung.
Bull Rush
I have a
just
question
sent
for you guys.
Ask me
Okay.
how I know.
Brother Darkness.
I want to know. I want to know whether you guys would prefer to, because some of you may have gone there, or just what you know from hearing things. But if you had to choose between Argentina and Brazil to do a working holiday visa, which one would you pick?
Probably Brazil.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking Brazil. too.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to either visit Brazil or Chile.
Well,
Yeah.
which part of Brazil or Argentina that kind of plays a pivotal role there?
Well, the thing with the working holiday visas is you have to kind of move around. You can't work in one job for more than 3 months. So you have to it
What
gives you an
holiday are
opportunity
we
to
talking
move from
about?
like a working holiday visa.
I was about to say any time of year. Like, if we go during Carnival, we're definitely going to Brazil.
Oh, you'd go for a
Yeah.
full year. So
Fuck
we're
yeah.
talking like 12 months. Yeah, fuck. I'm
All the
going there.
ground you can handle.
Yeah, Boris also agrees with
Bruh.
Brazil.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. It's the only one I've been to, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, Jesus.
Someone got a radio in the background?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I was
Hey,
Hey,
wondering.
Nick.
Turn that
Yeah.
shit off.
Fine. Forgot about that.
What are you? a
Usually
cop?
I'm the one that's not professional
Nah.
here, but yeah, there we go. But Nick had to show up and do it. Take that role there.
Jesus Christ, you guys, you're like little retarded kids.
Because you need a break.
Don't worry, my shows tomorrow will be right back to being unprofessional as per usual.
Bacon. How old are you? Roughly.
Be celebrating my 33rd birthday sometime this coming August.
Oh, okay, you
Oh,
sound like you're
shit.
90.
Trust me, I feel like it too.
Oh
You
shit!
ain't wrong. You ain't right, but you ain't wrong.
There you go.
What about Amos? How old are you again?
27.
Oh,
God
fuck you,
damn.
me, bastard.
You don't look a day over 75.
Ah, shit. I'm older
It's
than
a
all you.
fuck-
fucks.
It's the bald look that I'm trying to keep.
You're going for the Shaolin Kung Fu.
Yeah, I got to get the Fu Manchu going to really complete the look.
Not necessarily.
I'm working on
But you
that
could.
right now. Actually, I'll show you.
I
off
got to
the show.
get the dots in my head. You know.
You gotta get the.
Yo,
The
do
dent.
it. That'd
It's
be
a fuck
cool.
stream when Bacon is the most professional on the panel. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Man.
That's right. It's late.
So here's a
Early.
question. Oh,
Question.
yeah, okay. This delay is fucking killing me, man. But I'll go ahead. So the question is, if a tranny has a fake vagina, and you fuck the fake vagina, does that still make you gay?
Probably.
Wait, what?
How convincing was it? So I actually had someone try to argue this with me. They said like it's not gay because you were not under the impression, and you probably never knew that this was not a woman. So if it was convincing enough and you never knew, is it really like?
How are you not able to tell?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just
that's
saying.
what I would say.
You never know. I mean,
I can definitely tell.
have you tried to know?
Did this
Well,
actually
Nick-
happen to you? What the?
No, it did happen to me.
Asking,
No.
is it one of those asking for a friend things?
Yeah,
Asking for
totally,
a
yeah.
friend.
There's tons of trannies out here in the wilderness.
Jesus.
Just roaming around the woods. No, I'm kidding.
Just shoot him.
Well, Nick and Rob have probably seen it, but I've been doing my own experiments on dating apps. You know, like the Bumbles, Plenty of Fish, Tinders, what have you.
The Bumbles.
Yeah. And you want to know one of the things I've come
Bumble
across that I never did before, you know, like a decade ago when I was on these?
What's that?
They'll put right in the profile like, hey, just so you know, I'm trans. And usually you can actually kind of tell like something is a little bit
Oh,
off there.
100%.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
I've had a couple that get a little convincing, but then they'll say trans, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I could see it.
Mhm.
And in fairness, to get that too, but we're talking about these are pictures. You know, I don't know if you know anything about women and posting pictures, but they don't tend to post the worst aspects of themselves. They kind of tend to cherry pick the best pictures.
Of course.
Marketing
Yeah, that's
baby.
one thing.
Angles, the makeup.
Now, in real life, however, kind of a little bit hard to pull that off. Let's just say
You know,
that.
I think I'm weird. I find in general women look better in person than they do online. Am I the
Okay.
only one?
I kind of get it. It depends on like. It's not all of them, but yes, some of them, yeah.
Like some of their online photos look fucking goofy, and I'll see them in person and be like, oh shit, okay.
Well, maybe she's so pretty that she's too dumb to take pictures. See, there's that.
I don't know.
No woman
How
is
do I
that
take the
dumb.
picture? How do I press this button?
What are these
Yeah.
selfies you speak of?
Bro, you can take some fucking bad photos of the selfie cam, man. Trust me, I've done
Winning? No.
it.
I can
Okay,
find
I have a
this.
follow-up question to my last question.
For a
If you
friend?
stick a
All right.
if you stick a fleshlight in a horse's ass and fuck the fleshlight, is it still bestiality?
Yes.
Yeah.
You come up with some real interesting questions there, my friend.
You
I
thought
love
about
where the
this.
buses don't
Is
run.
this what you do when you're sitting home alone and the power goes out?
Oh yes.
Reminds me of the George Carlin routine when he did a
And
routine.
apparently he has a horse on hand, as well as a fleshlight.
It's really, or no, it's like, yeah, it's a really nice horse. It would be a shame if something happened to it.
Forget Megan the
Brunettes
Stallion.
have more fun. Oh wait, that's not what I meant.
As a Texan, yes. Bull rush.
Nah,
Oh,
that would have
God.
been better if someone from Alabama said that or something.
Or Enumclaw, you know. Just saying.
Yes.
Right down the road here.
Where's another George Carlin joke for you? You know why Texans fuck sheep at the edge of a cliff? So the sheep will push back.
That's not good. That's an old Wales joke, and I'll tell you how I know that is because Australians say the same thing about
he's
New
from
Zealanders, and they stole it from the English saying about the Welsh.
Yeah, you
It's just
stole it
lazy
from
joke
us.
writing.
Do you remember
You would have
why?
figured it would have been the Scots.
Yeah. Here's another George Carlin one.
Yeah,
Remember
right.
why it's called the American Dream?
Because you have to be asleep to realize
You
it.
have to be
To
asleep
believe it, yeah.
Yep.
Jeez, Nick at almost 22 coming up with some George Carlin shit there, man.
That's right. Well, I'm old enough.
Atta
For
boy.
Dude, I've known George Carlin since I was like 3 because he was the narrator on Thomas the Tank Engine.
What did he do to you?
Oh,
That
yeah,
doesn't-
we
that
watched
doesn't
that video
count.
on that.
That
No
doesn't count.
shit.
What did he do to you that you knew him when you were 3?
I thought-
Do you guys remember that
Here
video I
we
showed
go.
you of George Carlin's like book narration dubbed over Thomas the Tank Engine?
No, but I can believe it. Once I
I
learned
got
he
you guys
was,
to
I learned he was
I
a
got you guys to
comedian
play it
at
on the
10.
podcast.
Like I was surfing YouTube and I found one of his routines. I'm like, George Carlin, why does that nickname sound familiar? And I asked Mom, who's George Carlin's? Like, oh, he used to narrate the Thomas the Tank Engine ones. I'm like, oh.
That's how your mom, right off the fucking bat. That's how she knew George Carlin. Really?
Yeah. Because
You can't make this
It's like
shit
if I
up.
said, "Hey, who's Chris Rock?" He's that guy that did Ebony and Ivory on Saturday Night Live.
He narrated "Everybody Hates Chris."
oh yeah, that was because it was about him.
Right?
That show was actually pretty funny though. There's another train.
What is TJ here?
No, you'd hear rustling of leaves, wouldn't you?
Oh, there you go. What the hell is this, Alec?
You're
I
right.
muted it. I'll mute the next one. So,
Oh, okay.
what in fuck's name is this?
Oh, wait, can't hear it.
You didn't add the audio, Alec. God damn it.
Here we go.
Let me dump this shit out. Go get the.
Speaking
No,
of
you
trains,
You didn't. Oh wait, he put it. Okay, never mind. He's got a.
Wait, what's going on?
You're supposed to click.
You have to click the audio when you go add.
There's a little check thing that shows.
There's audio.
Fuck, I'm a boomer.
God damn it! You boom. It's a boom.
Wait, where do I
Vince is the
do?
one correcting you on this.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now.
All right.
Yeah, it's like-
delete
I
that
remember
shit.
All right, there we go.
When
could you
you
guys
add it,
imagine if that show was being produced today? Like, what would be included in that? Will we have diversity and inclusion as far as the trains go? Like,
I got it.
we have Pride Month train. We have Black Lives Matter train. You know,
well, there are plenty of black trains already. Dude,
we're not talking about Brazzers, Nick.
Because when my little brother watched this too, and they would just show him the same episodes I would watch when I was little. So I'm like,
I mean,
God.
there was some real screwed up shit that happened on that show. What was it? The guy they like bricked up and locked him in for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, what? What did you do to that train?
And here's what my dad pointed out when I got older. It's like one, the controller guy, like the manager, he's not running a very successful railway if the trains are always breaking down. And two, he always threatens to melt them down into scrap. Think about that for a second.
It's just gonna
It's
kill,
English.
like-
You guys know that, right?
What?
Wasn't there an
It
episode
was made
like,
in.
some of
It
the
was
trains
made
went
in
to
England.
hell or
like-
something?
What was that?
Oh god, I'll shut up.
Hang
Go
on,
ahead.
hang on. Stop talking over each other. Jesus Christ, you're like little retarded kids. All right, Alec, go first.
It's the delay. I apologize, but it was
Okay.
originally made in the UK, and we actually got the narrated UK version.
Gotcha.
And then you guys overdubbed it because you can't handle another accent.
No, it's too much for our brains.
You guys got Ringo Starr to narrate yours, if I remember correctly.
No fucking way.
Okay. I don't remember him, but could be.
Anyway, Bacon.
Oh, what I was
maybe.
gonna ask, maybe my memory does not serve me correctly, but wasn't there one where like some of the trains ended up going to hell or something?
I don't think
Probably.
so. That would be hilarious.
That would be a good B-side, as it were.
It's like
I
when
mean-
like the guy finally melts them down, and that's the next episode. Is there right now?
Right?
I mean, it does
Like the
beat.
scrapyard of hell.
I was gonna say it beats that Auschwitz themed restaurant, huh?
I don't know if anything. I don't know if anything can beat that. Really, that was a chart topper. That was
one of the
funny.
It's very good.
We're all going to hell after that one. That was funny as hell.
I would say so. Yeah, that's a
Liquid pictures.
hysterical.
God.
Wait,
I gotta ask.
Rob, you're either looking at your phone or checking out your dick.
Both
Mate,
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh,
making dick
Fantastic.
pics.
There you go.
that
Don't
too, yeah.
don't. Were you saying them to Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
You should.
Yep, that's one of the plans here.
It's probably still taller than he is.
Wait, who's the tallest here?
I'm 5'10".
Yep, probably Vince.
Really?
But, yeah,
I'm
because
6'2".
Rob and I are both 5'4".
Oh shit.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm 6'2".
Ah,
I'm 6'2" as well.
There you go. You guys can
Yeah,
fight it
boy.
out. You
death
fucking
match.
giant.
So I am like third, I guess. I'm 5'9", so
Aw.
pretty tall for an Asian.
Yeah,
You
very
are.
cool.
Abnormally tall for an Asian. You're like a freak.
Only a couple inches away from Jeremy Lin.
Tower over your own people.
No, I've been taller than most Asians, but then I came to the States and then I got shorter than everyone.
Yeah, you got short real fast.
Here we go, Vince.
What do we got here?
What's that? Something
Scroll
in
through
chat?
that. It's BuzzFeed, but it's funny.
All right.
BuzzFeed and Funny
32
are
restaurant
very-
names
very-
that maybe should be reconsidered.
Well, they didn't write it, so it's funny.
Oh,
okay.
Buzz,
That's
BuzzFeed
pretty
and Funny are very interesting words to put together.
The only time you
No,
see
this week
BuzzFeed
was-
and funny in the same
Jesus
sentence
Christ.
is that the word isn't is in the middle.
This is pretty funny. Let me share this. Hang on.
Carrying on the theme of Amos's great Auschwitz.
Is this an Onion article?
No, well, it should be. Hang on.
Did you say Onion article?
Or the Babylon Bee?
I was gonna say Babylon Bee beats the Onion nowadays.
It
They
does.
really
Dude,
do.
they've been kicking so much ass lately, man.
They've been doing a
I'm
lot.
so
All right,
glad to
so here
follow
you go.
them.
Soon
Chinese-
fat.
Dude, fat.
What?
Pastagina.
Jesus.
KK.
Oh my god.
Terrifyingly delicious. Hey, that's the name of my bedroom.
Welcome over. Come in.
Look at the next one.
Oh my god.
Did it just get dark in here?
This is how you get your channel
Look at the
banned.
next one.
McWags.
MC Wag. Yo, MC Wag to the stage.
Oh god. Dirty Dick's Crab House.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
actually down in North Carolina. That's a real place. That
Oh
they
my
have
God.
good food.
I've been to North Carolina, actually.
What is
There
it?
you go.
Cabbages and condoms?
Yeah,
It's two things that should never go together.
that is.
To kill a mockingbird.
Oh, Jesus.
You can play a word.
That's the is that the Hispanic spin-off of the book?
Poo-poo hot
Hot.
house.
Ask Gotham about that one. He probably had to
It's
do a
a good
book
hot
report on it.
No, dude.
Crying
Crying Nemo.
I would go there.
God, we're all children.
Jeez.
No, geez.
Oh, I see what we're
Crust.
Crust.
That sounds like the homeless.
Chick is.
Oh, my.
Harry Monk.
Harry Monk? What?
Who picks these up, man?
Log.
Hey, leave me out of this.
Come and eat.
If you go,
Come and eat.
you guys
Sounds
are
like
first.
pizza night at my place.
Hello. Hello.
BJ's restaurant.
Oh, come on. That's super cliche.
The golden stool.
You're on your own with that one.
Oh boy.
What the fuck is playing on to the right of this? What are you
Restaurant.
watching?
I'm not sure.
Vagina.
But some women trying to
Butt
Sweet
sweet
house.
Butt sweat. At least it's not butt sweat.
Oh, my
Chamber of
favorite.
Oh my god.
Talk about a New York strip I'd like to go down on.
Big wrong.
Pizza orgasmic. The
Orgasmic.
original sin.
Nice.
Sophie's
Sophie's choice.
What?
That's not really. That doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, I'm all
I'm
off on
not the
that
only
one.
one.
Sophie's choice pierogi. What the?
What the fuck?
How many fucking
Pierogies are pretty good.
God damn
How
it.
many-
have?
BuzzFeed.
Oh, I think it was just to show, like, people keep using the same name. You
Yeah.
guys know about the gas station Come and Go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one. I wish I gotten pictures of this, but I saw this at one point. I think I was like 15. Literally called Cum Chin Restaurant. Chin spelled with an E. Cum spelled the way you think cum is spelled. I wonder what the specials were there. Now that I think about it.
You don't want to know.
Aioli.
Special sauce.
See,
Special dessert,
I don't
Boston
get
cream pie.
why Bull Rush calls this pecker white privilege since it doesn't exist.
True. What?
Oh man.
Both of those are. Those are
Is that
fighting words.
like the air horns.
Yeah, we need a soundboard, man.
Seriously.
Oh, hang on.
Well,
I didn't-
YouTube used to have a soundboard built in with the
With the
Yeah.
Hangouts?
yeah the Hangouts used to have a soundboard.
Why did they get rid of it? Just not making the money.
Because they couldn't leave Perfect alone.
There you go. Pretty much. With that, guys, hey, I'm gonna drop out if other people want to come in. I'm starting to fade here. I'm getting really tired.
Yeah, I was
So,
gonna say we're gonna start wrapping up. It's almost 3 a.m. on the East Coast. So, gentlemen, everyone in the chat, thank you for joining. Everyone on the panel, thank you for joining. Rob, you want to give your quick
Hey.
spiel real fast?
yeah, subscribe, hit the like, share, all that shit. You know what you need to do.
There
Don't
you
tell
go.
me what to do, Rob.
That's
Tingle
right.
the vaginas of YouTube.
That's,
That's it.
right. Tingle the vajayjay.
Nick, we're gonna do a little housekeeping here. Nick, where can everyone find you?
NickShoelander.com. Nick spelled the usual way. Shoelander spelled SCHULANER. If you or anyone you know needs marketing services, send them to me now, because I'm only taking on one more client before my prices shoot up dramatically.
There you go.
Nice.
Alec, how about yourself?
Man, I'm just chilling out here in the middle of nowhere. You can find me on Chickerfield on Twitter. I'm about to show you guys some of the epic scenery we've got here, and aside from that, not much else.
Cool. Bacon, how about yourself?
Flagship is thegoddamnbacon.com. You can find me on Instagram at thegoddamnbacon. Backup account is Laughter at Humanity. And on Twitter, you can see me make fun of all these goddamn jazzercisers at Bacon Comments.
There you go. And last but not least, Amos, where can everyone find you?
10K Run Podcast or the Religion Zero Podcast. Yeah, that's what we're calling it. Amos Joe on Twitter. Good to go.
Excellent.
I gotta find you on there, or send me a message so I can find you. Amos Joe?
Yeah.
All right.
And you can find me on Masculine Geek. And until Wednesday, everyone, keep the fires burning. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you later.
Adios.
See ya.
Meh.
Rah.